you said that you want to focus on what you're doing in the courts. Now, some of your Democratic colleagues believe you're simply trying to run out the clock on impeachment. Are you trying
That's
to run
not
out the
true.
clock?
No, I'm not trying to run out the clock. Let's get sophisticated about this, okay? Okay?
But how long do
Would
you
that
think these
be?
court fights will take?
We will proceed when we have what we need to proceed, not one day sooner. And everybody has the liberty and the luxury to espouse their own position and to criticize me for trying to go down the path in the most determined, positive way. Again, their advocacy for impeachment only gives me leverage. I have no complaint with what they are doing, but I know Mueller, I keep calling him Special Counsel Mueller. Mr. Mueller said the other day, confirmed in the public mind that the president has obstructed justice. You know what he said. He could have exonerated him. He would have, he didn't. But he was not able to investigate the president's finances, personal, business, or otherwise, and that is what we are doing in the courts. And so I'm willing to take whatever heat there is there to say when the decision will be made in a timely fashion. This isn't endless, and when we have the best, strongest possible case, and that's not endless either. I mean, it may be endless in terms of the violations of the law that the president is engaged in, but that's what I say to you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.